Okay, back to the dust that we saw today, this major monsoon storm rolling in from the south up through the valley and then moving up north through our state. Joining us on the phone now, Mike Olbinski. He's a professional photographer here in the valley. He's been doing this for quite some time. He storm chases. He also shoots weddings and things. But today, you were really fighting to find this storm. And tell us where you kind of started your day.
We started way down south of Picacho Peak. This Red Rock area, we knew that the storms would come out of the Tucson, Marana area. And it actually seemed like it turned out to be a little more of the stuff that started by cells near Mexico. But we started there, and I'm used to being able to kind of stay ahead of them pretty easily. And this one was moving so fast that between Picacho Peak and Casa Grande, we could barely. In fact, I was worried we were going to get stuck, and if that had happened, I would have been devastated.
Yeah, right. Hey, Mike, I'm curious how this compares to the 2011 that we all call the haboob that moved in.
And you had that famous photo.
Yes, you had the famous photo. That was about
time lapse. I had the time lapse of it, which was a big deal back then, and I actually just posted the one for tonight's on YouTube. But I would say, to me, I still think July has a special place in my heart, but if there was ever one that was equal or like a 1A and a 1B, this was it. I mean,
no
this
kidding.
Was insane standing there. I mean, there was just people gawked. We were at the airport where it hit, and it was monstrous, and it was moving so fast. I thought it was right up there. It's probably the second best one I've ever seen.
So, Mike, that one in 2011, that was 5,000 to 6,000 feet up in the air, that wall of dust. Would you say this is right there?
I would actually really like to know. I mean, there was definitely lots of moments where the top of the dust was kind of turning to clouds, and back in 2011. And when it's doing that, it's reaching up really high, because that's what happens. And so I'm very curious. And now I've been working with these we have a kind of unofficial, soon to be official dust storm scale called Phoenix Dust. And the July 11 was the only category 5 that we've ever had kind of by this paper. And I'm kind of curious if tonight will measure the same, because we've only ever had one.
Hey, Mike, we're looking at footage on TV right now of the airport, and it looks like the middle of the night when this was happening. And this was during the 4 or the 5 o'clock hour. I can't remember which, but you said you were at the airport when this kind of rolled through that area as well. Can you describe what that was like? Because it looks just like total darkness.
Oh, yeah. I jumped back out of the car, actually, once it hit, because I said people like, hey, let's get in the car. And we were sitting there, and the truck is kind of rocking a little bit. But I'm like, I want to go out and shoot some video of it right now. And covered my face with my shirt. And it was 5:30, and sunset wasn't for an hour and a half. And all the lights were on down by the gates in the parking garage where we were on the top. And it just looked like it was nighttime. And it was, surreal. It's kind of like 2011. I mean, that one happened a little later. But still, it got dark like instantly, and it was really spooky.
Mike, let's talk a little bit about why this happens. As those storms move up from Tucson heading our way, they're picking up so much dust in the desert around, Saskatoon, Eloy. That really fuels this thing.
Yes, and, we got to follow it the whole way, and, having done this, a bunch, I could tell the dust was like really good and moving fast, but it was just about to hit Eloy. And I said to the people I was with, like, just wait. Once it hits these farmlands and there's just open dirt, it's going to get nuts. And sure enough, it went crazy. And then once it kind of gets south of Phoenix and also goes through Maricopa and rolls over South Mountain, it also picks up even more. And that's really where they get good. And this was also, we had really strong winds. I think down by Picacho, there was like a 66 mile per hour gust recorded. That kind of wind really, really helps drive this.
I guess good is a subjective term, Mike. In your world, it's good. In our world, it looked apocalyptic.
Oh, yeah. Well, apocalyptic is good for me. That's what I mean. I've been chasing these forever. The last one that I saw that was anywhere close was in 2018, and it was on I-8 between Casa Grande and Yuma that we chased all the way to Yuma. So this has been 7 years waiting to see something like this. And for me, storm chaser, getting time lapse, it's just what I love.
Yeah.
And so just getting to experience that again today was wild.
Yeah.
We've got a live picture up right now of Sky Harbor. Everything looks pretty reasonable. There's at least some movement there. They've got the airport back open, but they went on a full ground stop today.
Well, I heard from a friend that part of Terminal 4's roof got ripped off.
Yes.
I don't know if you
of
guys
that.
have heard that.
Yes.
Yes, we did. So yeah, they had some damage there for sure. But I mean, wow, just incredible.
That's pretty crazy because, we were in the Terminal 4 parking garage at the very top, and we were in the car, and it hit us, and then it went dark. And then after about 5 minutes, the wind actually got worse. And the car was just rocking, bouncing back and forth, and you could see the other cars moving, and stuff started flying, and some people that were out started running for cover. So it actually got worse as it progressed, which was pretty interesting.
You're giving away all your trade secrets here, Mike. Top of Sky Harbor parking structure, Terminal 4.
Oh, listen, it was no secret. There were people everywhere. I was like hugging another storm chaser friend that lives in Colorado who's out today. He's at the same spot I pulled up to, so it is definitely no secret.
Yeah, so you think we're going to see comparisons certainly to the July 5th, 2011 event?
Absolutely. I mean, there's never been another one since then that has looked like this, and the instant it hit and how dark it got, I really am curious of what the scale will be, but I think so, because we've just never had another one like that. And standing there, honestly, all the way from Casa Grande, it felt like this was what it looked like. It's just the July 5th one, was 7:30. It was getting a little dark, and some of the lighting on it was different.
Yeah.
But this was, if you look at the time lapse, if you get a chance on YouTube, it looks so gnarly and so dense and crazy. I mean, it looks a lot like that one did.
Yeah, that one happened kind of in the middle of monsoon season. We're kind of at the tail end here, but we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised. I mean, well, actually, that one happened early on, and that's why it was so good, was that we had amazing severe storms, and everything was dry. So all that dust got picked up, and it was insane. But the last week, we've gotten a little bit of rain south of Phoenix, and so the fact that it was still that good shows how powerful the winds were.
So true.
And also the storm sustained all the way up. Like, we were on the parking garage, the dust went by, was clearing out, and then pouring like hurricane rain was like pouring down. It's like that rarely happens too.
Well, I think I feel better because we tend to hype things sometimes.
Yeah.
Us?
Yes.
I know. I know it's unthinkable. I know it's unthinkable.
Storm chasers never do that.
But I think this actually lived up to the billing today.
Sure, yeah.
Well, and I had people with me going, what do you think? Because the models since yesterday for 36 hours were kind of showing this and showing really strong winds around, Casa Grande. And I'm like, hey, I don't like to overhype anything. I think it's a 50-50 shot that we get something good today. But I really wasn't expecting that. And man, once we were down there and I could see the storms closing in around Marana and where we were by Picacho, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is looking like better than the models predicted. So I think as far as what we go, it's top tier for sure. It's not hype or anything. So
good to know.
Yeah.
Mike, great stuff. We're going to have you on with your time lapse as soon as we
awesome.
As soon as we get video back up and running at the studio.
Exactly.
Hey, you guys got to experience the full brunt of it. So that's pretty
Yes, we did.
We appreciate you, Mike. Mike Olbinski, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye.
We're going to take a quick break. Thanks to Mike Olbinski.
Yes,
that
check
was
him
terrific.
out online, by the way.
We're back in a moment.